On my other channel, Aging Wheels, I'm going to be dropping the battery pack out of my little electric car, the WeGo. The battery pack on that car is slung underneath the car and just bolts in place. To take it out, you just unbolt it and it drops down. So today we're going to build a little something for that battery pack to drop down onto. A wheelie cart. Pretty simple. Except the battery pack in that car weighs somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,100 pounds. So it has to be quite the heavy-duty little wheelie cart that I built. Still pretty simple. Let's get started. And this is what I'm going to be making the cart out of. Construction grade 2x6s. Nothing fancy. I've already cut these boards to length and milled them down off camera. And by milled them down, I mean I planed them all the boards on both sides to make both sides smooth, and all the boards are a uniform thickness. And then I ran each edge of all the boards through the table saw so that each edge is smooth and square to the face, and each board is now a uniform width of 5 inches. The construction of this cart isn't going to be anything fancy. It's just going to be 3 rectangles, one on each side and one on the bottom where the wheels will bolt onto. The corners of the rectangles are going to be joined together with very large half-lap joints for extra strength, and the bottom rectangle is going to be joined to the 2 side rectangles with a very shallow rabbet, or maybe a very deep rabbet. I haven't decided yet. There's also going to be a cross-member piece at the top there, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. First, let's get to cutting some half-lap joints, like a lot of them. Oh God, my hands. I can't. Time to assemblate the rectangulars. The corners just go together with a bunch of glue, and I am putting screws in the corners, but that is not for reinforcement, it's just to add clamping pressure while the glue dries. I might take the screws out later, I don't know. Also, I forgot to turn on the microphone while recording this. Normally you'd be listening to the impactful sounds of my impactful driver. But now you just get to listen to me right along because I'm a dingus that forgets to turn on the microphone. Those rabbets I just cut right here and over there for these side panels to fit into, like so. Now let's glue them in place and then screw them for clampage. All right, now what do I do about these protruding bolts? Hey. All right, that wasn't too bad. It's almost done. I just have one thing left to do, and that's these sides are a little bit weebly wobbly. I need to put a cross brace here and here. Unfortunately, these 2 pieces here were supposed to be my crossmember pieces, but I went a little half-lap crazy and cut half-laps in them when there were not supposed to be half-laps in them, so I effectively converted these into scrap wood. No big deal, I just have to go through the process of milling 2 more lengths of 2x6 now. I didn't have enough 2x6s left, so I milled down these 2 2x4s to half the width of the 2x6s, and I'm going to make my own 2x6 by gluing them together. And no, I'm not going to leave this as glued on butt joints into the end grain with screws going into the end grain. That wouldn't be anywhere near strong enough. I'm going to reinforce these joints with dowels. And we're done. That's it. If you'd like to see how this cart performs on battery pack duty, make sure you subscribe to my other channel, Aging Wheels. I'll be working on the WeGo project shortly. Unless, of course, you're watching this video in the future. In that case, I already did the WeGo project. You should go watch that video where I use this cart to haul around a battery pack. And if you're wondering what I'm going to use this cart for after it's done with battery pack duty, well, I don't know. It's a cart. Maybe I'll use it to haul around plywood. Maybe use it as a lumber cart. I don't know, it's a cart. I'm sure I'll find a use for it somewhere. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Don't. Ow, that's a terrible seat.